familiar with what we call the old communicator's toolbox. You know, these are things like sales brochures, logos, your business card. Fast forward a little bit more, a website. You know, small businesses today, you don't exist unless you have a website. But that's not enough anymore. You have to have all of these, but then add to it. So remember, old communicator's toolbox, I only shared with you a handful. Look at the new communicator's toolbox. This is maybe a tenth of all of the social media applications that are out there. If you look at how the volume at which social media networks, tools, video sharing, file sharing applications emerge every day, it's mind-boggling. I heard a joke, actually on Twitter, so now Twitter's become a way of sharing jokes, that a speaker at another social media conference was talking about the difference between MySpace, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So I'm going to hijack that joke. And if you look at what we would do in real life to have a conversation, MySpace is kind of a bar conversation. It's what you would do in a nightclub. Facebook is one of the conversations you'd have at a backyard barbecue. You know, friends, family, maybe clients, but backyard barbecue style. LinkedIn is used for having the water cooler conversations in the office. 3 separate applications, 3 separate modes of communication, but all equally important depending upon your message and depending upon your business. I want to highlight 2 that are on the screen actually, which is Twitter. How many people use Twitter? Okay, we're all friends now. How many people have heard of Twitter but have to admit they don't actually know what it is? Okay, thank you for being honest. What about, and I'll get to that, what about Ning? Does anyone know what Ning is? Ning is an amazing example. I'm not endorsing any company, but it's an amazing example of being able to put the power of these technologies into almost an average, everyday person's hands. Ning is a platform that allows you to set up your own social network. We've used it at Wondermarks to set up social networks for clients so that they can use it as a way of communicating with their own clients. And it is just an example of, these are no longer guys in Silicon Valley or somewhere else in the world determining what kind of technologies and what kind of communication methodologies you have. You can create whatever it is that's going to be best for your business. And just to do a brief example of what Twitter is. Twitter is what's called a microblog. So if you are familiar with the example of text messaging, for example, on your cell phone, combine the 2. You have 140 characters, not words, characters, in which to communicate something. And it was originally started from the idea of answering the question, what are you doing? What are you doing right now? So we have the most mundane, I'm eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, to I just witnessed an accident on the 405 freeway, stay away from the Fairview exit. Instantaneous information sharing, to I am meeting with the administrator of the SBA, what are your small business questions, and having an influx of people just like me sending me questions so that I can be a conduit and help represent other people. It has a multitude of applications. The interesting phenomenon though is, what I say about myself, my company, my friends, my observations right here are instantaneously transmitted around the world.